I need to pump up my microphone arm.
Should just get you a sling.
Can you actually just give me a horse bag so I can like strap it around my head? You put it in my mouth. Baby. Both my hands are busy. This one's holding my hat on my head, and this one's holding the microphone.
And welcome to another edition of the Degenerate School of Wizardry. I am one of three hosts. My name is Corey Shuba. Sitting across the table from me is Seth Sacco, and to my right, Matt Igizio.
Hey.
How you guys doing today, man?
Excellent.
All right, man. We're back into the motherfucking saddle. About ready to get started here on episode 46. Thanks for joining us.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, man, it was another week. Another week. So we are live.
Apparently, everyone in the world is an insipid little fuck.
Yeah.
Because I guess an old man had a private conversation on the phone with his 13-year-old mistress, and apparently he doesn't like black people.
Right.
So the fucking world is like spinning off its axis.
Yeah. I am definitely not a racist, and I'm gonna start this conversation off by saying that.
I'm a racist, I'll be honest.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm not. I just like to say that to give white people.
I'm not racist at all, but I don't feel the comments that were made were worthy of losing your franchise.
And let's not forget that this was a private conversation that got leaked.
Exactly.
But he was recorded. He wasn't in public. He wasn't abusing anyone. And to be honest with you, like the way that he talked about black people, listen, it's clear that he feels pretty badly about black people, and he has some kind of axe to grind. But he didn't say anything demeaning.
What did he say exactly?
He just didn't. He basically broke it down to his girlfriend that he didn't want her taking pictures on Instagram with black guys anymore.
Right.
That's it.
It's not that bad.
And guess what, man? People are allowed to feel however the fuck they want to.
You know,
they're not allowed to abuse other people.
correct.
And, I mean, maybe he has in the past, or I don't know, but based on this, you're all a bunch of silly little fucks.
It did, and it seems like I've heard the term used a lot. It's you know, a slippery slope at this point. But
oh no, we're sliding. The slope, it's gone. We're sliding.
It's problematic in the fact that everyone says shitty things.
Mm-hmm.
I've said shitty things, that are horrific. That I've said things to people that well, you know, I mean, I've said horrific things that to people that I would, you know, associate with that I loved, and you know, like everyone says shitty things from time to time, and I'm not saying that this guy doesn't say shitty things all the time because he clearly is a racist bastard. But there's nothing.
But he's a bastard. He's just racist.
Listen.
That's how he feels.
Listen.
And he's
kind of a shitbag. I mean, he's got like this little fucking girlfriend, and he's still married. Like he brings both of them to the game. Like that's fucking twisted.
Well, but you know what, man? This is why libertarians are smarter than everyone else, because they don't give a fuck. He's just doing what he can because he's fucking filthy rich.
Right.
I'd be wiping my ass with mistresses if I had that guy's money.
Oh, God. Anyways, I just think the public outcry was way too much. I definitely think that the NBA trying to remove him from his organization is a little too far.
For his views, that's what they said.
You know, like it's and the reason I think it's a slippery slope is because that's his personal beliefs, and you can be affiliated with the guy or you choose not to.
Right.
That's the choice we have as American citizens. We have the freedom to do whatever we want, and we also have the freedom to say whatever we want.
Yep.
And that guy was just saying what he believes, and even though it may not be politically correct or comfortable to hear,
it was a private conversation between two people.
And with that, like you don't even have with how everything's recorded now. I mean, you have no Thursday.
Not only that,
no.
Like, where's the outcry on this girlfriend who's using this to get fucking rich?
Right.
Tell me she's not going to turn this into
she's
something.
She's making some bank of some sort.
Well, she didn't even ask to get paid off. It was just leaked. So there's.
Well, she's going to turn it into something.
Is she semi-attractive?
I guess.
Yeah.
Have you not seen pictures of her?
She'll have some homemade.
Well, they tried to They tried to what's the word I'm looking for here? Vivid already gave her an offer for $100,000 for one scene or whatever, but she didn't. She turned it down apparently. So
this is the kind of thing that, like, 50 years ago, you wouldn't be proud to be sashaying around as someone's fucking mistress.
right.
Like, you should be ashamed of the fact that you're with a guy because he's a fucking millionaire. He's 80 years old. He probably can't even get his dick up. And you're out in the news talking about what a bad person he is.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you.
Right. I don't know.
Fucking back.
I've got a clip from CNN if you want to hear it. Oh,
Yeah.
you don't have ears.
I have ears, but they're not working.
Okay. Well,
yeah, hang on. Let me plug them in.
here, hang on.
Yeah.
Plug in his ears for him real quick.
Hopefully this won't destroy our equipment.
It might. Everything sounds really good right now, by the way.
Yeah.
Here. There you go, man. Oh god.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
Oh, no, sounds good.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Oh.
I'm not wearing the over the ears.
Yeah.
I wanted you guys inside of my.
You always want us
Yes.
inside of you.
Needed penetration.
All right, here we
Ear
go.
penetration. I'm breathing like Fat Joe.
Of course. I fucking moved the soundboard and then everything stops working.
No, I can still hear you.
This is gonna. I'll get it. Oh, the fucking asshole! I always
This
do
is
that.
the professional level of broadcasters.
Oh,
Here we go.
okay.
We'll start over the whole
You
fucking
know what,
thing.
man? I think this guy's a cock, but I hope he wins. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Who's half Asian and half black, by the way.
She is.
Good.
They didn't even let an answer.
Anyways, they just talk about how he's going to hang on to the team, and it's going to take probably
Good.
through the litigation process of the whole divorce thing,
Good.
2 years before they'll be able to sell the team. But he's banned from every single NBA game for the rest of the history of the NBA, or rest of his life, and I guess the rest of his life isn't going to be very long
He's
because
fucking 80.
well, he's also diagnosed with rectal cancer.
You know what, man? I don't.
He was keeping that a secret,
I
but they
think
just
this guy's a
that just got
cock.
out.
He's clearly got some problems. But guess what, man? All these fucking internet crusaders. It's this guy today. Tomorrow, it's a guy who sneezes on a baby.
Right.
Everybody is the next fucking Hitler or the new face of Al Qaeda. Everyone has to be silenced.
I think it's a form of control.
It is. It's progressives are the new thought police.
Yeah.
And guess what? Fuck you guys. I hope this guy wins. I hope he sues the NBA into fucking bankruptcy.
It won't
I hope he
happen.
wins.
It won't happen.
Like it's weird because that's like his team, right?
It is.
Yeah.
He works for the NBA, right?
He's
Like-
had that team since 1982.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird. It's like with any work, like it doesn't seem like with how everybody taps into Facebook now. Like if your employer sees you drinking on the weekend, and there's pictures
Right.
on Facebook, you fucking lose your job.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
like I don't ever link anything with any of mine.
Right.
Mine
Yeah,
on
I'm
Facebook
not
and
on.
stuff, and-
Yeah, none of my social media. Nothing
Yeah.
to do with anyone that I work with, and it's
Exactly.
only just to protect myself. And I'm like a fucking ghost on Facebook. They just recently changed it to where now if someone looked up my name on Facebook, it would say that I had a profile, and that's just within the past couple of months. They changed that, but before I had all my privacy settings so set that unless I was looking for you,
Yeah.
you couldn't find me. I wasn't on Facebook.
Yeah.
But they changed it. They changed that recently, so everyone is public.
It just doesn't. I don't understand like when it's gonna stop. Like if ever, do you think it's ever gonna stop?
I don't know. There's going to be some sort of event.
There's going to be a backlash.
There's going to.
private life.
I think there's going to be some sort of event that will put all of this shit on the back burner and make it not important anymore.
Well, no, what has to happen is people stop being so fucking bossy all the time. I can say what I want to and think what I want to.
Mm-hmm.
So fuck you and your stupid values. Like all I see on Facebook, and these are people who I'm friends with,
right?
Bitching and complaining about the most fucking shallow and pointless things. Like I'm not gonna call him out, but a couple months ago, this guy was like every 5 seconds there was a new post about how bad Ben Affleck was going to be as Batman. Like, I know you're in your 30s, dude.
Yeah, but that outcry actually got him pulled from the film.
See, the only time
they say
going to get
it's conflict, but of schedule, but
I didn't hear that.
and
yeah,
that's why
off.
George
Wow.
Lucas
It's off.
sold his franchise.
Yeah.
Like, is that all you fucking idiots can do? Is cry on Facebook to get stupid things changed? God, what a bunch of fucking babies.
Well, here's the problem: you can't change anything. That's the problem.
No, if you cry about it, and weak ass people are going to go, okay, I'll fold, so that the internet crusaders stop saying nasty things about me.
The trollers, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I just, I know enough to know that everything is a mirage and nothing is real as far as political structure and laws, and if you have enough money, certain rules don't apply to you. Like
Right.
rules are to control economic levels of society, and it's horseshit. It's just bullshit. And classified information is just the catalyst of that thought process or belief. Knowing that there is a unbelievable supply of information that's held secret from the public at all times because of the interest of keeping fucking order in line, and I think it's bullshit, and I know it's bullshit,
Wait,
but I don't have any proof of it.
Give us a concrete example. Like, what do you think is being withheld that we need to know?
all sorts of stuff, like the government's knowledge and or involvement in 9/11, and I'm not going to get all the high horse about 9/11, but I know for a fact that if all of the information was out on that topic specifically, there would have been a fucking uproar. The human society,
like the one percenters.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, man, is that
all sorts of shit. Where our tax money goes, like hidden investments.
We know where our tax money goes. They just they spend like $500 on a staple.
Yeah.
Like that's the actual accounting. What they do with it, they funnel it into their fucking, I don't know.
Like
personal account.
Like what do they do with the drugs in the war on drugs when they seize all of those drugs? They don't fucking burn them, dude.
Whoa. Hang on a second. That is not true, because in Murphy, North Carolina, they have a depot where they burn it, and on a certain day, if you're driving downtown, everybody gets high. That is not a fucking joke. You can ask Jared about that.
Really?
You can smell the weed. They will burn tons and tons of weed, and it'll come downwind right into downtown Murphy.
I'm just saying.
Just like pack a picnic basket.
Yeah, it's just like you see people with their fucking walking with their noses in the air. They do. They really do burn weed.
It's April 20th.
Yeah. Do you know that in the Appalachian Mountains is like where we get most of our weed in the States?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where they grow it.
That's where they grow good weed.
Yeah. It's because it's so hard to find.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Crazy mountainous hidden areas.
Yeah, a lot of the ditch weed still comes from Mexico.
Yeah.
And that's why...
That's where most of the ditches are.
a lot of the Mexican cartel are really pissed off right now because legalizing marijuana or decriminalizing it here in the United States and letting dispensaries pop up and people growing it here in the States is really hurting their fucking their mafia game, because
they still got cocaine though.
No, they do.
I thought that was the Colombians.
Well, I mean, they got to get it into the States.
Yeah, they funnel it through Mexico. Yeah. They just didn't
they just find another underground tunnel that went from Mexico into like
I'm sure.
And those guys almost fucking shot each other too, because the DEA agents went down into the tunnel to see how far it went across the border, and just then the Mexican military, who also found the tunnel on the other end, were coming down. So it was just guys with guns, and they were like fucking yelling each other down, and it almost got real hairy down there. But luckily, no one shot on anybody. But
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That sounds-
Dude, they built tunnels down there that you can fucking push like mining carts through,
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
like they're fucking sophisticated. They got air ventilation systems.
Yep. They have Bugs Bunny technology.
Yeah.
That's actually one of the directions you'll see a sign that says "Take a left turn at Albuquerque."
Oh yeah. The longest time when I was little, I didn't think Albuquerque was a real place.
Yeah.
Especially those cartoons.
Is Pismo Beach a real place? Because he was always on his way to Pismo Beach, never made it.
I'm not sure. Something we can look
How do you
up.
spell that?
Pimzo, I think. Pismo. Wait, Pizmo. Pismo.
Pismo. Pismo. Pismo
Oh.
Beach.
Pismo Beach.
Yeah, it's in Cali.
I love that.
It's a city in Cali.
Yeah.
It's 70 degrees right now over there.
Good trivia
Yeah.
throw in there. I like
It
it.
looks pretty out in Pismo.
But getting back on the whole everyone being so sensitive bullshit that's happening right now.
So whatever happened to
it's,
fucking sticks and stones, man?
it's not just the Sterling situation here at the NBA, but Jeremy over at the show Top Gear over in London. You know, the head guy.
Mhm.
He was doing this thing where, and it was not even an episode that aired, and he was trying to pick between two vehicles. He goes, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. But he says it the racist way, but he doesn't say it. He's mumbling it the whole time. It's like, but he drops the N-bomb, but he doesn't say it. He doesn't vocalize the words. He says,
Yeah.
I'll find the audio.
Everyone
what
at
you're
home is
saying.
confused.
He mumbles over
It's
it.
nigger.
Yeah.
The nigger is the word he said.
But I know why he said it. I mean, it's huge over there because it's the #1 TV show in the world. Top Gear is the #1 rated television show worldwide.
That's a good show.
It's the #1 TV show for the world. So it's a huge deal over there. Like all the papers ran with it. They're like trying to call for him to be fucking thrown off that show.
Of course.
And it's his show. Top Gear is him. Like he does all the article rights. Like he does the writing for the show. Like it's his show. And then the other two are just also writers. Well, the short guy is a radio host. They just like to,
Right.
But anyways, it's the same ballpark. They're trying to throw him off for saying that, and it's not even vocalized. And the shitty thing is, I figured out why he even said it in the first place. He's denying saying it, but when you hear the audio, it's evident he fucking says it. Like, no questions asked. It's definitely what he says. One of the seasons, he had Uma Thurman on as their celebrity driver for the day. And they're doing the interview, and in the interview, he tells her that his favorite movie of all time is Pulp Fiction, and then he's seen it over 50 times.
Mhm.
Now, there's a scene in Pulp Fiction when Zed has Bruce Willis and the other guy down in the basement.
Yeah.
Marcel and Butch are tied up downstairs, and he's trying to figure out who he's going to rate first. And he says the eeny, meeny, miny, mo, ketchup. That's how he says it in the movie. And if he's seen that over 50 times, in his mind, it could have just been a slip.
Well,
You know, like, that's just how he knows.
That is how it goes.
Well, that's how, there's versions of it, but that's how it was.
That's the original version.
Yeah.
Catch a tiger by his toe.
It's what they say now.
You
but
can't even say that now, because if you catch a tiger by the toe, fucking PETA is going to come down on you.
Right.
Sarah McLachlan's going to sing a song, and you're going to jail.
Yeah, that
In the eyes of a tiger.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't need your help, bitch. Shut up. Put your guitar down.
What I've figured out about this generation, and I'm talking about, I guess, our generation, is that it's easier to pull people down than to pull yourself up. It's like if you feel like maybe you get this guy off his show, that he's the same as you, like he's not better than me. He said a word I don't like.
Right. It's just that he's famous and you're not.
Right.
Yeah.
See.
Everybody, like, you got to realize, like, when you put yourself out there all the time now. We always just put ourselves out there. I'm always up for somebody talking shit and whatever. I don't care. It doesn't really matter to me that much. You know, it's just social media and whatnot. But I mean, you're just so exposed now that like you got to be ready for it. Like, if you're constantly posting about like your relationships and shit like that, and just putting it out there, somebody's gonna comment.
Podcast made a fucking dime, and we said the shit that we say on here. Like if we actually made money off this, people would be calling for our fucking heads.
Oh yeah,
but since we're poor,
crazy. Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
No,
So,
I'm broke.
Yep.
We're gonna do steal my almond milk.
Yeah, come get me, bitches.
But I just think it's getting out of hand because where do you draw the line? That's my question. Like, do you just only go after high profile people and everyone else is okay, or do you go after everyone?
It's
And
everybody.
why are people? I understand it's out of satire, but why are comedians off limits from
They're
that?
not, man.
No.
They get called to the fucking carpet all the time now, man.
Yeah. Yeah, people have to apologize for jokes all the fucking time.
Salon wrote a shitty article about Patton Oswalt, and he took them to fucking task.
Yeah.
You should pull that up. Pull up the Pat. Dude, he was
I
so
will.
fucking funny.
Here, do you want to hear the Jeremy Clarkson thing from Top Gear real quick, so just so you
sure,
can hear it?
why not?
Okay.
Yeah, we have to give them credit too if we're using their. What website is this? Are we taking
CNN. We're
Yeah.
totally giving props to CNN right now.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. All day long. He's only 54. He looks like he's 90.
Yeah.
Hard living, dude.
I didn't hear nigger in there at all.
I
Yeah,
just heard a bunch of slurring.
I'll play it one more time and listen, because it's clear he's saying what he's saying. He mumbles it. Remember, he mumbles through the word.
Give me a fucking break.
I know, and that's what I said. He doesn't say the word. It's totally mumbled, and it has to be implied. You have to know the racist version of the song in order to know what he said. And to me, that's not saying it.
No, of course it's not.
And he mumbles through it, and I guess he gave an apology. Do you guys want to hear the apology? Or you don't give a
No.
fuck.
No.
England can suck my dick.
Okay, so you want to hear the Patton
happened?
Oswalt thing? I'll look for it.
Them? They used to be like Monty Python, man. Like
Right.
like so progressive and everything was.
It's because no one can do anything anymore. Like, you have to sit at home and feel awesome about yourself, even though you've not done anything to earn it. Can we talk about fat shaming? As a fat man, I have to say, shame away. Like, you should have to work to look like you're supposed to,
Yeah.
which is in shape.
Now, what magazine was it that Patton Oswalt went fucking crazy on?
Salon.com. You know why they don't have any fat people in Grecian like statues?
Why is
Because
that?
they weren't any.
Mhm.
Because people had to do things and achieve things and work
Yeah, it was completely different society. You were working for you were
for survival.
Yeah, exactly. You had to
Yeah.
survive. You had to go out and fish. You had to go out and do work.
Didn't have to have time to fucking cry about their fat.
Was it a video that he put out?
No, it was. I think it was a tweet. But he tears them a new one, man. He was so funny.
Man, I'm over the fat shaming thing. Like
I'm over every kind of shaming. Guess
it's
what, man?
Fucking irritating. And then they're like, "Oh, you're fit shaming," and it's like, "Oh, shut up!" Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Who?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it when that one chick, she had like a kid or whatever, and then she posted pictures of herself like 4 months after she had the kid,
Yeah.
and she was ripped again
Right.
because she fucking worked her ass off, and people
Oh,
were
yeah.
like, that's wrong.
You
You shouldn't have done that. Blah 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 blah. You're making everyone else feel bad. It's
Why
like
not?
what?
It just shows you what you can do.
Good.
I don't understand how making everyone else feel bad by improving yourself is
Right.
so fucking shamed upon. Like, it's ridiculous. And you guys are right. Fuck the shaming game, dude.
Yeah.
Like, everyone get over your shit.
Mhm.
Stick to what you know. Stick to who you are.
Yeah.
And fucking leave everyone else alone, man.
Yeah,
it's that fucking simple.
And
Just be
try to
kind.
achieve things again. Remember when
When we strive to do things as a nation, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, when we had goals.
Exactly.
You know, like, I don't know, man. Like, if we could just, for 2 seconds, stop trying to figure out what's wrong with everybody and just be nice to one another, a lot of shit would get figured out. And a lot of shit would get smoothed over, man.
Remember when it's like, you can fail. There's nothing wrong with failing, but you have to try.
No.
You can't fail while you're sitting on the couch. Get out and do something. It's okay to come in second place.
Mhm.
I know we say it's not, but go out and do something. Like anything.
Yeah.
And stop fucking trying to pull people down. Pull yourself up.
Right.
Dickheads.
Exactly.
That's
Like,
not-
if you're not happy being fat,
Yeah.
do something about it. If you're happy being fat, fuck it.
And yeah, but then don't go bitch about people who are getting fit either.
I found a couple of those tweets.
Yeah.
Patton Oswalt, regarding Salon.com. It's like your Baptist aunt who doesn't get your jokes turned into a website. That's funny.
Oh, yeah.
He's a funny guy.
Yeah, Pat Oswalt was awesome.
Well, also to apologize. Was it a Daniel Tosh? He apologized for that rape joke or whatever.
Did he?
Yeah.
First of all, someone explain to me what rape culture is. I don't know what it is. I don't even think it's a real thing.
No, it's not. It's just something people made up.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
I'm not familiar with the term. I have no idea what they're talking
I
about.
mean, I don't know. Unless like rape culture is referred to as like people saying, "Man, you just got raped in some Halo." Like, is that
Oh, okay.
Does that attach you to rape culture?
I don't know. I think
rape's a horrific thing,
Yeah.
but I don't. It's like another one of those things where it's a word, and people use it out of context all the time, and I don't think someone should be fucking scolded for
Also,
using a word. I don't know.
supposedly, like, the progressive internet trolls have declared that retarded can't be used anymore.
The fuck
So
those
I'm going to
retards.
continue to use retard throughout this podcast.
Yeah.
That is pretty retarded.
Yes.
I use the word retard, homo, all the
Yep.
time,
Yeah, of course.
just because it's
Well,
part of my
retarded,
vernacular.
retarded is actually a clinical term, though I don't think they use it anymore that way.
Mentally challenged is what they use as the actual.
Wait
I
till
think.
challenged is the fucking
Right.
derogatory term.
Yeah. Did you just call me challenged? You son of a bitch! I'm like,
Oh,
well,
$5
that's
million. Give me money. Give me money because I'm challenged.
And the evolution of our language is really weird. How like you gain new words because others become offensive.
Yeah,
they're no
and
longer-
I think it's a sign of the times too. I
Yeah.
think what words were socially acceptable at one point and words that are no longer used, and words that will be used in the future. You know, like I really think.
Here's a weird one. Queer.
Mhm.
Queer used to be a self-identifying term,
Yeah.
Mhm.
which is now, and this is not too long ago. It's like 5-6 years ago. Queer was like an empowering word, but now it's a derogatory term.
That shows
The
queer
wo-
is called
Yeah.
all popular.
Yeah, the
Awesome.
word "gay" back in the day just meant happy,
Yeah.
and that's all it meant.
And then
In our childhood, it meant super lame
Yeah,
because everything
dude, that was
fucking
so
gay.
gay. Yeah.
Yeah.
what did queer? Queer used to mean like you were
Strange.
Queer, you were queer about something. Like you didn't.
It's strange.
Like it.
Queer.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
queer literally translates to
It's strange.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abnormal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. I remember the word "gay" being socially acceptable,
Yeah, yeah.
even as little kids to say, because
Yeah.
like I remember adults saying it too. Like,
Yeah.
don't stop acting so gay.
Yeah. All right.
But it wasn't like
Yeah. So
stop
gay.
acting like a homosexual.
Yeah.
You know, it was like stop acting like a little
Just stop
shit.
being gay.
Yeah. I don't know, that's weird.
Yeah, language is odd.
Yeah, no, people are fucking odd. Language is words are words.
Yeah.
People are stupid.
I guess how we perceive language is
Yeah.
odd. Weird shit.
And trans, like you can't say tranny anymore.
Oh, you know what's pissing me off about that?
What's that?
Fucking trannies on Tinder.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you're drunk swiping left and right too quick and you're
Oh,
not
yeah.
paying attention, you're a little, whatever. You're
See,
just like,
that's-
yeah, okay,
Did-
cool, back forth.
All right, guys. I think we need to have a Tinder intervention.
Oh no.
How?
Matt,
Here's what I want to know. And
Matt, did you get a penis in your mouth?
No.
Did you get a little too wild the other night and actually end up with a cock in your mouth?
it's okay if you did.
If you did, I mean, we all been
It's
there.
not okay to hide it.
Don't lie about that shit. If you ended up with a tranny, you know.
See, here's the thing.
I just think it's kind of odd that it's not like it doesn't have its own.
How can we?
They do.
'Cause
They do.
You can.
It's that grind thing.
Oh, no,
What's it
I'm
called?
saying
What's
on
the
Tinder,
website?
you can swipe left and
Grindr?
right, and you can set it up so you're either viewing guys or girls. Like just throw
Well, how-
another one on there.
Here's what I don't understand. If,
Throw
if,
another
Trannies.
option, and yeah, trannies.
if a
Chicks with
person,
dicks.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever
Episode
you want.
46, Chicks with Dicks.
Yeah, I mean they should.
so, well, if you don't understand your sexuality, how the fuck are we supposed to do it?
Yeah.
Like, okay, trannies not allowed anymore. Well, how many of there are you? 10? And we have to call you by a special name that you invented 10 minutes ago on the internet?
Mm-hmm.
Like-
Raindrop.
Yeah, just like, no one's kicking your ass. Just be cool.
Yeah.
We can't fucking spend all our time worrying about what a person is called.
Right, exactly. Just live your life, man.
And
Do
if,
what you
if
want.
I'm walking down the street and I drop $5 and someone says, hey, fatso, you dropped $5, I'm going to turn around, pick up my 5 and go, well, at least I'm easily identified.
Mhm. Hey, Baldy. I get that a lot.
Exactly, yeah.
You turn around, yeah, what's up?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter to me.
Yep.
Do you ever get weirded out when someone calls you sir?
No.
No,
It weirds
I
me
I
out.
actually make people call me sir.
When they're like, "Excuse me, sir," I'm like, "Sir, what the
I say
fuck are
sir
you
all the
talking
time.
to?"
Excuse me, sir. You left a turd in the toilet. Can
Like-
you go back and fish it out, please?
When I thank people, I say thank you, sir.
I do too. I use it all the time.
I think I might too, but I don't know. It just seems so weird to me.
I
It seems
say yes, sir, no, sir.
it seems foreign.
I call this gay lady at work, sir, and she doesn't like it.
You
right.
got a Peanuts reference? Like
No,
Charlie
yeah. Well, she's super cool though. I like her a lot.
We're at the 30-minute mark. I'm gonna get up and stretch my legs real quick. We're gonna take a
Bullshit.
break.
I'm gonna get up and stretch my lungs a bit.
You been listening to
Stretch your
Degenerate
legs.
School Wizardry?
You fucking homo.
We are listening to Dragon Force, and
Again,
did we listen to Dragon Force last time?
we always listen to Dragon.
Who listens
Did we
to
listen to
Granny
Dragon?
Force?
I thought we listened to Beck last time.
Oh, maybe we did. I don't
Well,
know.
No, and then it was-
I'm just gonna
and
bitch
then it was Attila the-
We
the
just stretched
week
your legs a
before.
couple times last week.
Yeah, well, that song's like 8 minutes long. You fucking assholes. This is the Heathens, and the song is "See You There," and we'll see you in a couple minutes.
I got pissed crazy. Up woman.
Were you just cigarette shaming me
Yes.
on the air?
Yes.
Oh,
I was caught you in a bullface fucking
that's another one. Like smoking. Like doesn't. I don't care. Do what you want.
Yeah.
I hate when people come to my store though, and they just had a cigarette, and they're like, "Hey, I'm trying to get healthy."
First things first. Throw that fucking pack of
For
cigarettes
fucking
away.
smoking like
yeah, I'm
that.
definitely not trying to play that shit.
Oh, you're good. Oh, these bells are kicking my ass, dude.
Yeah, they're fucking awesome. Have you ever tried to do shoulder presses with them by holding the bar and the weight up top? Yeah. Those are hard, man.
Those are really hard. Try to curl them like that too.
Yeah. Extended? Yeah.
Yes.
How heavy are those?
The little ones are 36 and the big ones are 72. Two hands on the top.
Oh,
Hold on to
okay.
it just in case.
Yeah, you're gonna have to hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's heavy. They're really heavy.
I like them though.
They're just dense. Yeah. Yeah, they're cool.
They're cool to look at.
Less
Cool
boring.
things. Yeah.
Right?
They look cool. They're good conversation to me.
Oh yeah. It's so misting out here.
I've been curling hot pockets like a motherfucker.
The ham and cheese kind.
Oh, pepperoni, all sorts of shit.
Oh,
Ham and cheese, pepperoni,
The thing
meatballs.
is, man, the farther outside of your body away,
I don't
the more
discriminate.
dangerous it is to
I haven't had a hot
lift.
pocket in
So
years.
you don't want to like.
No, I'm not trying. That's the thing. I'm not trying to hurt myself at all. I get it.
Look at this guy's fucking back, man. Pow, bitch. Pow. Oh. Look at that. Oh. This is for all the ladies out in the internet. You want me to pull my dick out?
No, I don't. Sit down, please.
Hold
Yeah.
on, wait. Hey, turn your head this way. So it'll look like you're sucking my dick. Hold on.
Turn my head and I say good morning. I guess sit down. What was your name again? Won't be a sucker for a lover.
Moment. I need to
Again.
bring my chair back up to the
To the thingy.
the couch. Did you bring your coat?
Are you cold?
I'm just chilled. I think it's because I've been drinking all the
Yeah.
soda.
Oh, I'll wait for the strong guy to come back.
Yeah.
If you want to sit forward and grab, I'll push. You pull. Good.
Oh, I gotta get my backwards on the SAP.
Yeah, I'm not a really huge fan of the whole chiropractor thing.
No, I need a sports therapist
Right.
because I get the knots out of my back. Chiropractors aren't real doctors, by the way.
No.
They claim to be.
Yeah,
They're doctors.
yeah, they get insurance money.
Yeah.
Good.
You freak me out.
Your parents are smart.
The qualm I have with them is like you do feel better when you leave, but then like 45 minutes later you feel like shit again. So
Well, I mean, it's like getting a massage.
yeah.
Chiropractors.
Chiropractors. Yeah.
They injure more people than they help.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't feel comfortable with anybody snapping shit.
No.
I'll go to a masseuse.
Coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Crack my own stuff enough. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing at all.
And we are back with the second segment of episode 46, Chicks
Sucking
with Dicks.
Oh, wait, is it Chicks with Dicks? or
It's
Sucking
Chicks with Dicks, yeah. But I do feel your pain with the whole tranny thing because that's fucked up,
Yeah, well,
man.
it's just odd. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
That they
I don't-
allow it.
I don't. Yeah, I don't really care. Like I said, do what you want to. But like at the same time, it's like, damn it. No,
Keep
that's just
that-
one more thing I got to keep an eye on.
This
like,
is the
you know?
thing that I was bitching about porn like 10, 15 episodes ago. Don't start mixing categories.
Right.
I want my categories distinct and separate. Maybe I want a little of this over here, but mostly I want this over here. You know what I mean?
We talking.
Don't get things all mixed up, man.
Yeah.
Because if I'm looking for amateur and I see two dudes banging, I'm gonna be a little upset.
Right. Right. Well,
Well-
and even it slips through. Sometimes you're swiping, you know,
Yeah.
doing that whole thing, and then all of a sudden there's a guy on there, and you're like,
Well, what the fuck is this?
yeah. I mean, it could just be an error in coding.
right.
Yeah.
Or the name, or they
Yeah,
accidentally marked female.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right.
But I mean, the whole transgender, transsexual thing, whatever the hell you call them now,
Yeah.
it's just, you know, it should have its own category.
Yeah, fine. Be whoever you want.
Yeah.
Just let me know because that's
Right, right.
You know,
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
so there's that, America.
Another thing you can go fuck yourself
Yeah.
on.
People
yeah,
need
we're
to-
gonna change this The name of this podcast is Go Fuck Yourself.
Yeah, we need people to start using their blinkers more.
Yeah, that's
Tired of
it.
people turning on their blinker halfway through a fucking turn.
The most dangerous part of my day is driving through Little Vietnam to get to the gym.
Yeah.
Dude, that area is rough.
I'm like, hey man, these are cars, not rickshaws.
Yeah.
I almost get fucking killed every time I'm driving through
I
there.
almost get in an accident every day I go to work.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
So we were talking about this a second ago during the break, but the whole alternative burial scene. I don't know why I've been so fascinated with it as of late, but I've always known ever since I was a little kid that I was going to be cremated, which is odd to know when you're a child to decide that. You know, like when I was little, I was like, putting me in the ground. That's fucking weird. You burned my body to a
I thought
crisp.
you said that because you like cream of wheat, and it sounded like cream of wheat.
No,
I'm pretty sure we had that conversation.
probably.
Incidentally, cream of wheat tastes like cream of shit.
But there's a whole genre of like like hippie burial things where there's like natural burial where they just put your body in the ground with a sheet and you decompose naturally. And then there's the one that I'm interested in, and they're calling them bio urns, where they like put a seed of a specific type of tree inside the urn, and they put your remains in it, and then they bury it, and the tree grows from that. And I think that's a really cool idea, because this is gonna sound real fucking left wing of me, but not only are you
Corey, hear me roar.
not only are you saving your family a significant amount of money in your burial expenses, but you're also creating a tree that's going to create oxygen, which, you know, technically would reverse your carbon footprint over a long enough period.
Right.
Yeah.
And let's think about like
And that's a good idea.
weddings and funerals. I think are outdated. I mean, the funeral is fine, but like, why do you need to spend $10,000 to put someone in the ground?
Oh yeah.
It's
the
crazy.
price is ridiculous.
Yeah, and the caskets are like, why do you need give me a wooden casket? I don't care.
Right.
Or put me on the end of a fucking spear, like, I want a Transylvanian funeral. Impale me and put me up like fucking Vlad the Impaler, and I'll just sit there off the end of a spear. You know what? I don't give a fuck. Do whatever you want with my body.
I mean,
I'm not gonna be dead.
Catapult me onto space. I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, if I ever become a billionaire, that's my urns going in a Spock rocket. And that shit is going to Mars, homie.
Someone did get shot into space.
Yeah.
I can't remember who.
They just aim me at the sun.
Hunter S. Thompson got shot out of a cannon.
Yeah.
They had the double thumb fist with the peyote bud in the center of the hand, and they made that into a giant cannon, and then he was cremated, and then after like the service or whatever, they brought him to his farm, and they put his remains in the cannon and shot it up over the mountain that was in his backyard.
That's cool.
That was his last he was planning that for years and years and years, like all the way back in the fucking 70s. He was planning that shit.
I think.
And Johnny Depp actually paid to have it done, which is really cool.
That's pretty sick.
I think George Carlin said, fly him through New York and just push his dead body out of the helicopter, and however he lands is how he wants a statue to be like made after, and that's what he wanted for his tombstone.
That is amazing.
Sweet.
They didn't do that though.
No, of course not.
No.
No, but, there's actually a really touching story if you've ever listened to. His daughter has a podcast. What they actually did with it, like he had like a scavenger hunt, and based on these clues, they had to bury his ashes there, and apparently, like, based on his life and their life as a family.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah, agreed.
Oh yeah, I like the dude from Nova Disc. You know, frisbee golf.
Okay. Yeah.
I totally know that. Frisbee golf.
I heard about this.
Let me
Some
guess,
people don't.
you're good at that too.
Fuck yeah.
Frisbee golf,
Yeah, I love disc, man.
cornhole, horseshoe.
Anything that involves drinking, Matt is a
Yeah.
fucking pro, dude. And drinking, he's pretty good at that too. He's really good at drinking, actually.
No, but he when he died, he put his ashes into a batch of
Frisbees.
discs.
Yeah.
Really?
And
Yep.
you know, they were like, you know,
They were
only,
sold. They were auctioned off, and the money went to charity. But
Yeah.
his remains are in the
I
discs.
think that's cool.
That's
They kind
pretty cool.
of pay it forward.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
Kiss, didn't they put like their blood in
Yeah,
their
they put
records?
their own blood into the
Oh.
ink for a comic book or
Yeah,
something
that-
like that.
That's
That's not that. I don't see that as
Walt
the same.
Flanagan and Brian Johnson did that for one of their comic books too.
Right. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna ejaculate on my computer before I upload this episode tonight. That'll be my contribution
I'm gonna go home
to.
and fist myself with this microphone.
Oh shit, that's weird.
Wow.
But yeah,
You know,
okay.
Can we, as a like in an episode or two, can we get a bunch of old dudes on here to just bitch and complain?
I can probably arrange my grandfather to come in.
That'd be
Oh
great.
shit, Grandpa Shubo, do you have anything to bitch
No,
about?
it would be Grandpa Hamilton.
Oh, Grandpa Hamilton.
And he's just a wealth of knowledge. He's like super smart. He's one of those. He's like, in my opinion, like one of those. There's a breed of older dudes out there that were not influenced by multimedia. Like they're influenced by their life experiences and going to the military and being
wisdom?
in war
Like
and
wisdom?
yeah. And just he has this unbelievable wealth of knowledge that I enjoy every time I'm around him. Just
Can we
talking
get him
to him.
Skype in?
Might be able to Skype in. Might be able to get him in on the show.
Is that gonna be too much of a hassle for him? You think? Or-
Yeah, I don't know. I could drive him.
Can you?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
We can figure something out.
We need to get your dad on here, like live and in living color. That's what we need.
Yeah, I could probably arrange that too.
Ken, I know you're out there listening. We gotta get you on mic.
The dad
I
cast.
finally
Oh,
get to meet the legendary.
The Ken
Ken
Shuba.
Shuba, yeah.
The man, the myth, the legend.
I will have my shirt tucked in too.
You better.
And I will wash my hands before we do the podcast.
And we will not be taking a break that episode.
No, we will not. Because Corey doesn't need to stretch his legs around his dad.
Never do. But anyway, so jumping off of the parent tip into religion, which actually a lot of parents bring their kids into.
Yeah.
So it's a good topic. My parents didn't, which I'm luckily
Mine did.
fortunate that they
Yeah.
didn't. No.
I did. Get mine.
So by the way,
Dig
I
my
was-
own way out of
I
that.
was given a choice as a very young kid,
yeah, they didn't want to drive you to church.
and yeah, that's it.
You have a choice, but you're walking. If your choice is to go to church, here are your bare shoes.
And I think I went to church with Seth's family like
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
twice, and they
Oh,
were
that's so
Catholic services that were like
Oh, yeah?
2 hours long, and I was
Oh,
just
know
like
all about that.
literally
Jesus.
unbelievably bored. I was like, people do this every Sunday? I was like,
People go every
what?
day.
Yeah,
No,
dude,
no,
it's crazy.
fools. Anyway, so there is a Capitol building with
In Oklahoma.
Oklahoma that the president granted permission to have the Ten Commandments put at the front steps. Well, that was kind of opening Pandora's box because
Good.
in the United States of America we have
Separation of church and state.
separation of church and state, and there's no prejudice against any belief structure whatsoever.
What it says is that the government cannot.
Impose.
No, it's not imposed. They can't. God damn it! I talk about this so much. I should know what it is. They can't sponsor a relationship or a relationship with a church.
Oh, that's right.
Or a religion. Yeah. Can you jump on and see what that is? The church and state.
So the Satanists
Endorse. They cannot endorse.
endorse a religion. That's right. So the Satanists, those clever little bastards,
Yep.
they're like, you know what? You got your Ten Commandments. Go fuck yourself.
We got Baphomet, bitch.
And they did a Kickstarter to start raising money to have the statue erected. That's the right word for it.
Yeah.
And they did. They
It
were
looks
successful.
Fucking rad. Too.
It's
Have you seen it?
yeah, dude.
is
It's crazy.
fucking-
The goat head, the hand
Oh,
up. It's
yeah.
got the two little children next to it, and then they have their own set of commandments, I guess, and
Yeah.
that's also posted right next to it. It looks fucking crazy.
It looks rad.
It is a big fuck you to religion.
Yeah,
And-
it is.
but you know what? In the same breath,
It's,
it is their belief structure.
Yeah,
It is their religion.
so it's not.
And guess what? If
It's
they-
not,
It's
but
not.
What happens
What it
when the Muslims want their own statue?
don't get one.
Guess what, Christians? You just open the door for this.
Put it up.
Yep.
Like when
So
do the
enjoy.
Jedi want Obi-Wan up there? Put it up.
Why the fuck can't we? Like Australia got that turned into a real religion, right? You can actually be.
Yeah,
Jedi.
you can. Yeah, you can be Jedi.
It's like official.
Uh huh.
Go-
You can
yeah.
have. Yeah, you can have it on your driver's license.
Why can we
You're
not
not
pull that together?
I don't know. I
I
think
want to be a Jedi so bad.
I think
right.
the belief of the Jedi as a positive negative energy flow throughout every living being is more legit than your
Yeah.
fucking standard
because
religions.
it's made up too, but
Right.
it doesn't hurt anybody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I got some shit about a shirt I have the other day.
I got some shit about a shirt I got.
Hey, let's talk about something cool. Let's talk about a shirt.
No,
Yeah,
it's an I Declare War shirt, right?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And
What does it say?
it's on the back. It says, "Eat pussy, chug whiskey, hail Satan." I thought it was fucking hysterical.
Yeah, it's
I got
funny.
it because it was funny and
Right.
entertaining.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And everybody's like, "No, you got that because it's offensive." I'm like, I don't care. I got it for me.
Right.
You know.
First
and-
of all, what's wrong with any of that?
Yeah, right. And what I'm getting at is like, dude was talking about it. He's like, yeah, that's offensive. That's fucking offensive. You know, that's just whatever. It's stepping on my religion and this and that. And I'm like, how? I'm like, it's just stupid rock. It's rock and roll
Good.
metal, man.
Did
Who
you tell
cares?
them like?
And
yeah,
then
something on your
10
shit.
seconds later, I see this lady with a shirt that says God and
Yeah.
then God down in crucifix form.
Mhm.
And I'm like, well, that offends me.
Right.
I was like, if I can't have this on, she can't wear that.
You know what's funny too? It's
and
like
then you just start that
you're right.
unending argument.
You're right, and it's all about the numbers. It's all about how many people think what is socially acceptable
Mhm.
versus a small minority of people that think what should be socially
Yeah.
acceptable.
Right.
And because you don't have the numbers, you're outweighed,
Mhm.
and public opinion is fuck. It doesn't mean anything,
Yeah.
but people
No.
value it.
Right.
People do
Totally.
value it. So it holds weight in that arena, but in reality, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
And to me, it's so ironic that people wear the cross because it is one of the most horrific torture devices
Mhm.
ever created by a
There's
human
like,
being.
I mean, millions and millions and millions of people put to death on the crucifix.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and the people wear it around today as a fixture of faith,
Yeah.
and it is literally one of the
Yeah.
most horrific
Mhm.
torture devices of all time.
My favorites are the tattoos. People get crucifix tattoos, and it's
Yeah.
like,
It's
that's-
crazy to me.
You're not supposed to get a tattoo. That's disgracing
Yeah,
Yeah.
your body.
yeah, faith-based religion
Yeah,
or
and
tattoos.
then-
Yeah.
And you're doing it with a.
Although it doesn't really,
Symbol.
it just says you can't mark your body. It doesn't. That doesn't mean tattoos. Although there were tattoos at the time. The Egyptians were definitely tattooing at the time.
Yeah.
There was,
Viking,
Yeah.
Vikings,
Mongolians.
the Germanic
yeah,
tribes.
because they found that fucking ice, that
Yep.
dude frozen in ice. They did the carbon dating on his body. He was 5,000
Yeah.
years old, and he had fucking tattoos.
Yep.
He had tattoos all over his arms and legs,
Sweet.
covered. And that was 5,000 years ago. So
Oh man, I have this book at home called Nordic Tattoo.
Hmm.
So fucking rad.
is it?
Yeah. So
That's
it's all
cool.
about like obviously, Scandinavian, Viking style couple tattoos.
You know what I think is ironic too is like I see these T-shirts that say I want a tattooed president. No, I fucking don't. I don't give a shit what. I just care about what the person's political structure is.
Right.
I don't give a fuck if they have tattoos because guess what? Sarah Palin could have a fucking tattoo of a unicorn right above her pussy, and I don't want that bitch anywhere near the White
Probably
House.
does.
You
She
know,
seems like one of those. Like,
this is gonna sound
Got
weird,
text down.
and this is gonna
It
make
says Van Halen right above her ass.
It'd be badass if she had those pistols like above her on her pelvis, like she's such a gun nut. That'd be awesome. Oh man.
Pistol Pussy Palin.
she's probably got like a Betty Boop on her hip or
Oh,
something.
how unfortunate are those tattoos?
Oh,
The goddamn fucking Looney Tunes ones and shit.
Felix the
Tasmanian
cat.
Devil.
Or no, you know what the worst is like lead follower, get out of the way. Big dog shirt.
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
like some fat bitch in Walmart. Like, I've got a Tweety bird that says back off. Like fuck you,
Those
bitch.
big Johnson shirts.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I love those Big Johnson shirts.
I loathe the Winnie the Pooh shirts at Walmart. If you see a big old mama rocking a Winnie the Pooh shirt with like McDonald's stains all over the front of it, I just, oh man.
Well, honestly, who are they gonna put on a shirt that big?
Who?
I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Snuffleupagus.
Yeah.
Dude, that Dave Chappelle thing about Snuffleupagus being a heroin addict. Hey, Bert. It's so funny. It's on point. Just need to smack, man. Ooh. It's like the most depressing puppet of all times.
I fucking hated the Muppets. Hated Sesame Street. I've always hated puppets my whole life.
Yeah.
I was
Scary?
just like, no, not scared. I always thought there was some bullshit to it. I'm like, there's something going on. I don't like
Did
this.
you guys see?
Fraggles fucking infuriated me.
Oh, they were dicks.
Dun,
Man.
dun, dun, dun.
I think I've discussed the Fraggles being dicks.
Yeah, they were
So
stoner
they're
fucking
shooter.
assholes,
They
man.
ate everybody's shit.
Yeah, they would
all
get
the time.
they would get ripped, and then they would go down and fuck with all those little construction dudes?
No,
like,
Yeah,
And
the doozers. And
the
whatnot.
dozers?
I thought they were doozers.
Are they doozers or dozers or donors? I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck.
Anyway.
There's a trash heap.
Yeah, but
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, they tear up that dude's garden,
Yeah.
right? And they get kicked
Yeah.
out of there, and then they go down and fuck up the buildings.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the
the
dozers.
doozers, yeah.
The dozers.
And they don't give a
whatever
fuck. They're
No.
just like, I'm stoned. Munch, munch. You know, they're like, you can tell they smell bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, they look like they were at like a 4-day fish concert.
They all-
Like, all of them.
They all look like fucking Bozo the Clown too, with that ridiculous hair.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dude, fuck Fraggles.
I watched Fargo
This is
Rock
like
quite a bit
fuck
when I was a
everything.
kid.
Like, fuck Fraggles.
What was I going to get at about that? Oh yeah. On a more serious note, so there has been a lawsuit pending for quite some time. The guy who played Elmo,
Mhm.
you know, the voice of Elmo.
Oh,
I can't think of his name right now.
Black.
But he was
Big and black. And,
charged for raping
yeah, kid.
this kid, this 16-year-old, and a couple other people jumped on the
Shit.
bandwagon of this, you know,
Mhm.
claiming that he's gay, number one, and number two, that he was child molesting because they were all under 16 at the time. But after an investigation, after lie detector tests, and after all the court stuff, it's determined that all three cases were full of shit.
Of course they are.
So he's been vindicated, but he's still, you know, right at the beginning of all of it, he resigned from the show, you know, step away and like take care of it.
Yeah.
So the big question is, will Elmo return to the show?
The big question
Because
is
he
this.
was vindicated and found not guilty on all charges
Who the
because
fuck
they
is
were
still
all
watching
full of
Sesame
shit.
Street?
It's actually still popular amongst
Yeah.
children.
Oh, God, kids are
It's
so dumb.
it's probably PBS's one of PBS's biggest shows
It's probably-
outside of like Downton Abbey.
this old cunt.
It's an
Yeah.
English
This old
show.
Yeah, that's what they have on PBS. This old cunt.
Antique
Bob
Roadshow.
Boots,
That
yeah.
show's the bomb.
Yeah.
Fuck off. I love Antique Roadshow. It's like one of my favorite shows.
Oh yeah. No, I remember when everybody found out I was voiced by a black guy. Like, it was like headline news.
There's actually
He's a big motherfucker too.
there's an amazing documentary about him on Netflix.
Yeah.
Did you guys see being him out?
You
Yeah.
know
I
what's
watched
weird
it,
about
but
that
I've seen it
documentary
out.
is that like when the credits are rolling, he's fingering this kid's butt. I was like,
You don't actually see it. It's behind a sheet though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's just
You just
it's
see
just a shadow.
yeah, no, it's
know
a
what's
silhouette.
going
The
on.
kid walks across the screen.
You think it's a
Yeah,
puppet
like-
that he's putting his hand into, and then you realize it's a live human. He's like
Yeah.
freaking out,
Yeah.
sharking around and
If
stuff.
that was me, I'd be backing into it.
Yeah, naturally. You'd be like, use both your hands, big boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Both hands.
Make the Elmo noise.
That's fucked up.
Oh man.
Well,
Built my prostate on.
we've clipped an hour here.
Have we?
Really?
Right.
Huh.
We had something else to talk about.
What was it?
Is it me breathing like a fat man?
Well, you not being able to breathe properly is kind of scary.
Yeah.
a little bit.
You know, you may have a cracked rib or a
I
strain
might.
or something's not going on
But
right
here's
there.
the things that.
Oh, you
no
know-
matter what I do, it'll be because I'm fat, not
You-
because I'm training really fucking hard.
No, you know what it is though. You can have complications with breathing from pulling back muscles.
Yeah.
Because your back muscles, if you pull those or fuck them up in a certain way, it fucks up your rib muscles and all that's, you know, you need that shit in order to fucking squeeze your lungs, press that air out. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. I hate having a cracked rib.
Yeah.
It's the fucking worst.
Yeah.
Oh, I've done like a tally on the things I've hurt. Like I've broken both my outside fingers on both my hands, both my toe, like my smaller toes. Dislocated both knees, torn ligaments in both shoulders and both ankles. I broke this hand once, this left hand, had the metacarpal or I can't remember, metacarpal popped off my. So I've done a bunch of. That's what you get for grappling. Man.
Yeah.
That's those are the injuries
I like
you
how
get.
people like sustain tons of injuries know so much about anatomy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it's
it's-
great. You start learning.
Well, poor people too. Like 'cause we want to like. The doctor said he could fix this for 5,000. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't do this for like 10.
No, it's true. I mean, you know, when you don't have the money to get things
Yeah.
fixed properly, you have to deal with it on your own.
Yep.
And then when you break a lot of shit and you go into the doctor a lot, like, it's just like going to school, you know? Like, you sit there and you listen to what the doctor says about your problem, and you just retain that information. So, you know,
How much do you know about kidney stones?
a lot now. It's unbelievable. It's dude, I'm still pissed off about the last time I went. The last time I went
Why
and
don't you
had
just have your
the scan.
urethra surgically enlarged? So
There
you
you
don't have to
go.
worry about it.
That would look really weird, dude. Like, you pull your cock out and you have like this tube that's like the size of a quarter.
And then shoot
And diameter?
bubbles? Yeah, who cares?
Oh yeah.
Would you rather do that or be like, oh god, I'm passing a stone again?
I think I would occasionally have to pass a stone because if you pull that out in front of a chick and you have like a gonzo opening
Dude,
sticking
you
out
could
your
be like
dick,
You could be a snork.
Yeah,
Just
right.
like, what was that thing that shot those stones? The Herculoids?
she's like, "Listen,
You
dude,
could be a
that."
fucking Herculoid.
She's like, "Listen, dude, that's not coming anywhere near my vagina.
Yeah.
you're
you
gonna
could
keep
cork it.
you're gonna keep that bendy straw the fuck away from
Dude,
me."
you'd be firing some crazy loads though, man.
Yeah.
Like Slurpee
Pro-
straw
probably not.
size. Like,
Yeah.
Probably not, because I don't think the amount of ejaculate would increase just because your
you'd
urethra is
you'd
larger.
have to take that upon yourself to do it. You'd have to like down handfuls of ZMA all
Yeah.
the time.
Dude, you could be like a shotgun. Just
Yeah.
like shooting kidney stones.
Yes.
Like,
Can we
Yeah,
stop
fuck
talking about enlarging my urethra? It's number one weird and number two not gonna happen.
dude, if I could have robot legs so I don't have to walk around anymore, I would do it in a fucking heartbeat.
I was just pissed because I went and I had the fucking CAT scan done, and I came back to the room and they came in and they're like, "Listen, dude, you don't have a fucking stone. We don't know what to say. Sorry, man. Nothing came up. Sorry, blah blah blah."
$10,000 later.
And then fucking 5 days later, I passed this fucking giant stone.
Damn.
Fucking blood crazy, and that the whole time I didn't have any medication for it because they didn't see it in this CAT scan, and
Wow.
it's so fucked up.
Can't they vibrate those things in the
No.
cases?
But they can do liptoscopy, and it's like using sound waves. But the problem is the damage that it does externally and internally to the tissue. And it's not a very effective source of breaking up the stone. Now they found that they can do the liptoscopy or lithotripsy or whatever it is on stones that are in the infant stages of forming when they're like into
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like as long as it's not solidified, they have a better success rate of breaking that shit up. But once it's a stone, like the chances of breaking it up, not so great, especially with little ones.
Mhm.
Now stones can get the size of golf balls.
Yeah.
Like they can get fucking huge. For those, it helps to do that before they do the surgery.
Mhm.
But sometimes stones can get so large that they can't go into the urethra and break it up with a laser. They actually have to go through your back and cut into your kidney to remove
Why
it.
don't they put one of those little slots, those gumball slots, into your back? So you just turn the thing and before one of just falls out.
Because you try to stick your dick in it. They really
Yeah, right.
Waiting for gumball.
Dude, do you remember like how hard you would try to get your fucking arm up one of those if your gumball didn't come out?
Oh yeah.
You'd be like trying to like cram your whole fucking hand in there.
Oh yeah. I don't need your penis doing that
That's
to my
the
back.
only thing about being really strong is when you lose money into a vending machine, you're like, I can pick this bitch up. So I'll like tip a fucking vending machine over and shake it till all the
Yeah.
shit falls out.
Dude, I remember when we were in high school and some kid got one of the keys that opens
Yep.
up to those.
Oh shit, yeah.
So like every other week, you'd walk past the gym and the soda
Just
machine
fucking
was wide open,
open,
man.
yeah.
We were like we were
Yeah.
thieving maniacs. Like I was yoo-hoo crazy. I'm like running down the hall with like 17 years in my hand. I'm like, I got the jackpot!
There was once upon a time, like I think I was like maybe a senior in high school, when you couldn't get a Diet Coke out of the vending machine until 2 o'clock. But for one of the teachers, they set the clock back to 11 o'clock. So you had to get to that vending machine before all the Coke, like the Cokes.
Wait. They regulated when you could drink soda.
Yep, couldn't get a soda out of the vending machine before 2 o'clock.
You know what's fucked up about my high school was they would fine you for chewing gum or eating candy in class. It'd be a $2 fine. And
Weird.
You'd have to pay it, or else you'd get
Yeah.
detentions,
Detention.
and then it'd go on to suspensions and things like that. The kicker, they sold candy in the bookstore and in the cafeteria.
Those fucking assholes.
Exactly. Like they just baited you into it's fucking entrapment.
I like the no soda thing though, because at my high school you probably couldn't buy. I never bought soda from the vending machine anyways. I don't know.
Oh, I was soda crazy.
I don't know why. So I don't know about the time limit thing, but they had a Barney's coffee at Lake Brantley,
Yeah.
so you could get like a double tall whatever,
Wow.
but you couldn't buy soda.
Yeah, I remember when
Well, caffeine's good. Or,
I was
coffee's
there
good for you, actually.
when I was first there. It was the old high school, and they hadn't
The-
done anything down yet.
Yeah, that was my freshman year. It was a circle.
Yeah.
It was the big pod
Yeah,
system. It was a big round school,
Yeah.
and then
it was a regular cafeteria when I first got there, but then became a food court.
Yeah.
At some point, where it's just like nothing but restaurants.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. My high school had in-house prepared foods.
Square pizza.
Oh, yeah, no, actually, it was triangle, but like the
square pizza was the jam.
the meatloaf
In middle
would-
school,
Yeah,
fuck
oh,
you,
yeah.
man. That was my thing.
Dude,
French fries,
Teague, middle
pepperoni
school,
pizza.
all the way.
Yeah.
the
Go
meatloaf
Team
would turn-
Tigers.
Turn into sloppy joes.
Coincidentally,
next
Team
day,
Tigers
You
used
know,
to be-
things like that.
Oh, so like the
I was
leftover
thinking-
special? The
Yeah.
leftover special?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I
It's one of
remember
those
that.
classic
You used to get
cafeterias.
extra, remember? Like on some days?
Mm-hmm.
Like they'd have to get, so they give you 1.5 slices of the square pizza.
Those are the best.
Just
And then they
trying to
had the
get that
Mexican pizza, which is just shaped like a stop sign.
Yeah, exactly.
Why?
Yeah.
Why was it shaped like a stop sign? The Mexican pizza was always shaped like a stop sign. It was so weird.
Like,
Dude, remember
I
the
like
giant
that
bread
style.
on the fucking grilled cheese sandwiches? The bread was like this thick.
that was to fill you up,
Yeah.
not waste money on cheese.
Dude, okay, 1 little carton of juice, 1 big carton of milk. Fucking, I wish things filled.
And then they switched that weird thing, and they were giving you the juice bladders. Do you remember that? It was just like a plastic. It was a plastic bladder of juice. Yeah. Oh, is that? Yeah. It's like a big plastic bladder of juice, and you stab a straw through it, and then you just drink it. It's weird.
Like
I don't
Capri
want
Sun
that.
style.
I call it space juice.
I like the cartons.
I remember the cartons, like the orange drink that was in the
Oh,
carton.
yeah.
Oh.
The
Or
orange
they would
drink.
have a
You
little-
remember like high C orange drink? It was in like you know the generic
Oh,
ass orange drink. but it was in
oh.
like a milk carton.
Yeah,
Like the
but it
little
had like
tiny
the
ones.
Benny straw.
Oh, they'd have like fruit
Sometimes.
punch,
Yeah.
and they would have a drawing on the side of it what it was. Like
Yeah.
maybe a grape and like an apple or something. So
See,
it's just like
I very rarely bought my lunch when I was in school. I ate every single day.
ham
Yeah.
and cheese.
Ham and cheese sandwich, and then it was a
Cheetos.
assortment of chips. It was
Yeah.
either Cheetos, salt and vinegar, or Doritos. It was
Yeah.
those three. That was the Three
Some
Musketeers.
Some kind of fruit snack.
And it was no Oreos,
Yeah.
Hydrox cookies actually,
Yeah.
and always a juice box. And it was High C Ecto Cooler until it was discontinued, and then it switched to whatever.
Yeah. Dude, I remember my favorite meal for the longest time was salami sandwich with mustard.
yeah.
I don't know why, man.
Yeah.
That was my fucking combination.
Salami's on point, man. That was one of my favorite
Yep.
lunch meats. Salami, mayo,
I think-
mustard.
I think I ate more ham and cheese sandwiches than any other human being
No,
alive.
without a doubt.
I think I have. Like, but I ate
Yeah, you were-
one a day, Monday through Friday, from kindergarten to high school.
yeah.
Oh yeah. My buddy always had the same lunch like that. He always had a bologna sandwich with the smiley face mustard
Hmm.
on it, and then some chips, and then the chocolate snack pack. Like all the time, it was always the same thing.
Dude, I don't know if this was the way it was in your high school, but when we got the new high school, the condiments turned into these udder systems. Do you remember that?
No. I still everything was old when I was there.
Dude, it was udder systems. Like literally, it was like a station, and you could approach it from two sides, and it was just like ketchup, mustard, and fucking mayonnaise. And you grabbed the tube and pulled down to squeeze it out. It was the most.
That's so
it was
weird.
like literally the most vulgar thing ever. Because people would take their French fries and like mayonnaise the shit out of them, and then the ketchup, and you're just like. Yeah, I'm doing the jerk off motion thing, but you're like jerking the shit off down into your French fries.
Oh,
It's
man.
absurd. I
I
like
miss corn dog day.
this just in. Seth misses corn dog day.
Yeah.
So are breakfast bundles, man.
Okay.
The sausage wrapped in pancakes.
Never did the breakfast thing, man. I'm not a breakfast eater. I don't eat in the morning. I don't eat until like 1 o'clock in the
I
afternoon.
gotta eat on the run, so like whatever I could just like stuff in my mouth.
I never have. Gentlemen. Although you can't get a blowjob while the other participants are running.
No.
So let's just yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit, that image is funny. Blowjob races, 100-yard dash, go!
Yeah.
Maybe you hold them in a wheelbarrow. Right? There you go.
That's possible,
Wheelbarrow
yes.
fuck machine.
Or you're running alongside a LP. That's just like perfect height, and you're
Yeah.
crab running sideways.
Just say midget.
I actually think LP is more derogatory than midget,
Yeah.
little person.
Yeah. Midget. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know what the word means really.
I think it means miniature.
Right.
Yeah, well, Tootsie Roll midgets, man. They so call midgets.
Or they used to call tiny cars midgets.
Midget races, yeah.
So-
Yeah, I was very confused about that for a long time when I was little. I didn't understand they were small cars. They literally had midgets like racing each other around the track.
You're like, there's 43 midgets
Yeah.
riding the
I
track
was like, I want to
tonight?
go to this.
That's
This would be
cool.
awesome. My sister's like, you're fucking so stupid. Jesus Christ.
When I was teaching in high school, 11th grade, I wondered like if I went to high school back to high school now, like go back in time to when I was in high school, would it be like what I thought it was?
Like with the
Because when I look
mentality you
at
have
these
now,
kids, I'm like, this is fucking torture. I don't want to be here. This is awful. Fuck
Okay.
you. I'm not doing it.
Think about this. This is gonna fucking destroy your afternoon or your evening, whatever the fuck it is now.
The knots in my back are making it.
The high school kids that are going into high school this year, the class of 2018, they were born the year we graduated high school.
Oh shit.
Mind fuck, bro. Mind fuck.
That's
Like they were born after like NSYNC and New Kids on the Block, and after they're post that.
Yeah.
They're post CDs.
Yeah.
They're post all of this shit, dude.
They don't
that
know rotary phones. They don't know.
no, they don't know a life without texting in it.
Yeah.
So here's this. You want a funny story?
They were born after texting was invented. They don't know a world without the internet. They don't know they don't know a world without smartphones. The iPhone was around before they were fucking born.
See, that's not as mind blowing because we were born into a world with phones, and that's to my grandparents. I'm sure that was fucking.
I don't know. The
Yeah,
internet's
TV.
huge. That's a massive thing to not. You know.
So here's
Like I mean,
Oh yeah, but
us seeing the evolution of it was fantastic. But imagine just not.
and that'll be a marker to fucking blow people's minds when you're older.
Yeah.
You're like, here's my grandpa. He's older than the internet.
Mhm.
They'll be like, holy shit, he's older than the internet?
Yeah.
I thought that shit was around for forever.
Yeah, right.
Like, nope, not. He's
So,
older than that shit.
When I was 29, and I'm not going to say names, I was dating a woman who was 10 years younger than me, a little more than 10 years, and
When you were 29, you were dating a
18. And she had a class of 2001 shirt. I'm like, oh, I graduated in 99. How did you graduate in 2001? She's like, that's from my elementary school.
oh
Yeah.
man.
I was, in 2001,
Yeah,
I lived in an apartment, and it was a full-grown man at that point.
Mhm.
Dude, some of that, yeah.
And I just got a huge erection at that point.
Yeah, you feel so dirty. Like,
Mhm. No, it turned him on.
yeah.
Yeah, it was like fresh meat.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So gross.
It's great.
It's gross.
It's like that Louis C.K. episode where he's fucking that chick.
Yeah.
And she's
Yeah.
calling him old
Yeah,
man.
you're so old. Yeah.
I remember when they were smoking on airplanes.
Yeah.
I actually remember that.
You're gonna
Yeah.
die soon. She's like, ah!
I'm 46. Well, almost 47.
You know what I like about that
I'm
show?
older than every baseball player.
I like that show because it's like he makes himself shitty things happen to him
Yeah.
the whole time. So it's kind of realistic, you know what I mean? Like nothing ever ends out.
Everything.
Everything.
Charlie Brown.
Yeah. Because shit doesn't. Shit kind of works out for him in the end, but it's never as cool as it could have been.
No.
You know, and he writes and directs that show, so
He
like,
edits it. He does everything.
yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
It's a show. It's a great show, and that not plugging it or anything, but
You should, because
the next-
it's excellent.
next season starts on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Louis
season
is
4.
hysterical. I love that show.
Yeah, I like how they just give him free reign too when he pops up. They're just
Yeah.
like, go.
They hear you're
Do
a
it.
genius.
You know-
Here's your money.
You know, there's a show that there's an episode in Louis that they talk about the N word openly, and
Oh, it's his grandmother says it.
yeah, and he says it in his stand-up act
Yeah.
too, like
Yeah.
a bunch.
You can get away with it if you're a fucking genius.
Yeah, I guess it. You know, that's what I guess
Yeah,
touching on
Stanhope-
earlier, like
Stanhope-
comedians have this.
Stanhope does it.
See, the people don't go after those guys because
Yeah.
they don't want to be made fools of.
Right.
Because
right.
if you get into a verbal battle with those guys, you are going to lose.
Yeah.
and exactly, and they use it in proper context. They're not necessarily using it as a slur.
Well, they're-
they're talking about the word
It's
itself.
a proper satire.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Well, gentlemen,
Yeah, I think that's it.
I think we can wrap it up right there. Episode
Yeah.
46, Chicks with Dicks. Watch your tender apps, ladies and gentlemen.
And Kim Shuba, we expect you to be on the podcast for the next couple episodes.
Seth's calling you out.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thanks everyone for sticking around, hanging out with us, and hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I'm probably just gonna throw back on a little fucking Heathens again because it's one of my favorite bands. My buddy Matt Butcher, and this is Below the Streets by the Heathens from the album Big White House. So this has been the Degenerate School of Wizardry. Thanks for listening. In behalf of Seth Sacco
Yes.
and Matt Akithio,
Mhm.
we'll see you guys next week.
Later.
How's it going? I'm serious though about that whole udder thing.
Oh yeah.
Like-
they have those. It's
They
City
have
Walk.
the milk bags nowadays.
That's
They don't
so-
have cartons anymore. It's all
Why?
you stab
grab them and they spray everywhere. And it's
Why
ridiculous.
did they like? Because were kids having
It's
trouble
probably
with carton?
cheaper, I'm sure.
It's cheaper and it doesn't take up as much space in the
Because that
Oh,
plastic's
yeah.
made from recyclables. I bet everything. This is made from recyclable plastic.
But yeah, the kids spray themselves all the time with this. Just
Yep.
I was
Recycle symbol
always
one.
the,
Meaning that it's made from only recyclable materials from the first time.
figure out how to do it.
Bullshit. This has probably been made out of so many other Gatorades that have been made out of so many other
They
Gatorades.
had them old Jews.
Diet Pepsi.
Yeah.
Active ingredient, old Jew.
Oh my god, that's great. Old Jews.
Everything at school lunch now though is like pre-packaged.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, like their vegetables come in like a container that's pre-packaged, that's steamed, and then
Ours used to
Made.
come
So
in
it's like a
steel drum.
company, an
Yeah,
outsourced
we
company.
used to
So
do
what the
that.
lunch ladies do, they
Yeah,
just
like
heat
a
stuff up.
gigantic can
Yeah.
of fucking. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, dude.
Remember
They have, like-
vegetable medley was like the worst shit in the world. No one ever ate it.
Yeah.
just without
They'd
the
always do
can.
that, and then they turn that into
Vegetable
shepherd's
medley.
pie
Yeah.
the next
Yeah.
day. Yeah.
That's what they call it. You want vegetable medley?
No.
No.
Nobody does.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, it's weird. They all come pre-packaged, like in a little containers.
It's so
Yeah, it's
crazy.
weird.
I mean, is it